Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working part B of question 2 in the recent 2021 paper 2 examination that was done for EDPM. Here I have that question in front of me. It starts off by saying, produce the required document following all instructions. Use A4 or letter size paper. Create a suitable letterhead using the information below. And so we're going to be doing the letterhead with this information right here. After that, it says, using the letterhead created, type the letter below in semi-blocked style with the following margins. And it gives you the margin, 1.25 left and right, and 1 inch for top and bottom margin. After you have done that, you're expected to save the letter as application. Now let's go into the actual question. So it starts off by asking us to write the current date. All right. Note that this is to the left, but with the semi-block style, it will be placed to the right of the document. Mrs. Everett Smith, Human Resource Manager, Duncan's Real Estate and Property Management Services, 604 North Road, Burda, Georgetown, Grenada. Dear Mrs. Smith, APPTN is the abbreviation for application for position of administrative assistant, and this will be the subject heading. Note it did not say to you that it is a subject heading, but you should be able to decipher that when a question is given. And this heading should be written in all capital letters. Alright, and it continues by saying, with reference to your advertisement in the Guyana Chronicle, I am writing to apply for the position of administrative assistant. Then we have a /, and then we see to the right the letters NP, which stands for new paragraph. So the new paragraph will begin with this word. Now it says I'm, but because we're writing a business letter, we do not use abbreviations in that manner, and so we're expected to write out the full words I am. All right, so the second paragraph will begin by saying, I am an experienced administrative professional with over 12 years. And the 12 year, now, if it is that we had any number, the saying says, numeral 10 and over, you write it out as is, but less than 10, you write the word. All right, but because this is 12 years, we leave it as is. But we will still have to write out YRS, which stands for years. So it should read, I am an experienced administrative professional with over 12 years experience working in an office environment. I embrace creativity, new ideas, and am able to work in a fast-paced setting. My ultimate career goal is to grow with a CO, with a co. That also is an abbreviation that stands for company. And so the word company should be written out. So it should read, my ultimate career goal is to grow with a company that is passionate about what it does. Then I see this bracket here, and then in the margin I see, the letters NP, which stands for new paragraph. So this is also a symbol or a manuscript sign that is used for new paragraph. So the third paragraph should begin with the word I. Alright, so it should read, I believe, and then I'm seeing things being crossed out here, right? Then I see the letter A. So it simply means that somewhere below this letter is a section of information or a portion of information that should be inserted here. Let us scoot down and see where that is. Okay, here it is. This bubble here, and it says insert at A. So it should read, let me go back up, I believe the combination of my office administration experiences, computer skills, and ability to be a valuable team player meet your requirements. Full stop. And then it continues. So that should be here. And it continues with the next sentence. I am eager to learn more about the position and would appreciate an opportunity to speak with you about the valuable contributions I can make to your team. Then I see 2 /, right, which is another manuscript sign that means new paragraph. So there are various manuscript signs that you should know by now that means the same thing as new paragraph. So here we see this other one that means new paragraph. So the final paragraph should begin with the word enclosed. So it should read, enclosed, please find a copy of my resume. Thank you for your consideration. And then we end off with this signature block, and that reads yours truly. So you should write out the word yours, and then truly with a comma after that, Donna Lisa Persad. And then we end with ENC, and that is it, right? So we're going to quickly go over now to Microsoft Word and see how we're going to type the simple document for our 11 marks. All right, so here I am in Microsoft Word. First thing, as you know, we need to do our preliminaries. So I'm on no spacing, then I'm going to be selecting Times New Roman, font size 12. Then I'm going to quickly go to page layout, go to margins, go down to custom margin. All right, it says that our left and right margin should be 1.25 inches. So 1.25 left, 1.25 right, and then top and bottom margin should be 1 inch. And it's going to be applied to the whole document, and I'm going to press OK. All right, so we are now all set. Right, I'm going to double click and go into my header. All right, so the first thing that we need to do, header from top, we'll select different first page. All right, but obviously, based on what I saw a while ago, this document is going to be a one-page document, and so we did not need to select different first page, but because we practiced that, right, it comes normal for us to do that, which is the correct thing, however, to do. All right, so we select different first page, header from top, we're going to go to 0.3 inches, and then what you should have done, all right, this was your question 2B, right, I'm just writing question 2B there, tab across, and then you will have written your, I think it would have been your candidate number, so I'm just going to make up some numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to tab that across. All right, and so that would have been placed at 0.3 inches. Then I'm going to press enter 2 times, and that will take us now at 0.5 inches, and we'll start typing our letterhead there. However, let me highlight this. Once you go into your header, the font is going to change from Times New Roman back to Calibri, as you're seeing it here, so you'll have to fix that over again for your header. All right, and so let us fix that, and then we are going to now split our screen to see the question for us to continue our typing. All right, so I'm going to split screen. All right, so here we go now. All right, so Donna, so it is, D-O. All right, so we're now going to type the address, lot 154. New Amsterdam. Then the telephone. Two 6 4136, and then the email address dpl.persaud@gmail. All right, so we're now going to get this into the center of the document by highlighting it, and press center alignment. We're also going to change this to font size 14 and this telephone number and the email address to font size 10. Alright, not that you'll be penalized if you didn't do it. Alright, so that is it for the letterhead. Alright, now we're going to click outside of the letterhead, and then we're now going to tab to the right to place our date. Alright, so the date will be the date of your exam. Let me take this to 4 inches, which will be June 28, 2021. Alright, so I'm now going to change back my font to Times New Roman font size 12. Alright, and please note that the date should be written month, day, year. If it was a blocked style, it will be written day, month, year. So this is how our date is written. Then I'll have a double space, and then I'll write the inside address, or type the inside address. Alright, so it says current date, then, and I'm sure you would agree that let me decrease this font on this side. Alright, so I'm sure you will agree that the visibility of the writing is very different from what you are accustomed to when you are learning the subject, right? It has changed so much over the years, which is a plus. So Mrs. Everett Smith, comma, enter, Roman Resource Manager, comma. Alright, and note that with the semi-block style, we put the commas at the end of each line, just as with the indented style. And the indented style uses the full stops, semi-block does not. Estate and management services. Alright, 604 North Road, comma, enter, border, hope that's the pronunciation, comma, Georgetown. Alright, and because the comma is there in the middle, I don't need to put one at the end. Guyana. And we do not need to put a comma here. It will normally be a full stop, but because we're not doing the indented style, we can leave that out. Alright, maybe some of you would have written the Georgetown below, the Berda, and put a comma there. That's okay as well. Alright, so we move on, a double space, and then I'll write now my salutation, dear Mrs. Smith. For this, we can use a comma or a colon, right? I prefer it with the colon. Right now, I'm going to put a double space and my subject heading. Now, I would have had that on my clipboard, trying to move with time here. All right, so here I have my subject heading, application for position of administrative assistant. All right, now the subject heading, it can either be blocked, meaning flush to the margin, or it can be centered. All right, for this video, I'm going to center a line 9. So if you had it to the left or in the center, either way, it will be correct. A double space again, and then I'm going to insert the rest of the information. All right, and I would have had that on my clipboard. All right, so here is the rest of the information. All right, now let us just go to the latter part of the letter, which is the complementary clues. Double space, and then I'm going to have yours truly, T-R-U-L-Y, yours truly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 to 6 spaces. Donna per S. All right, it has a full stop there. We don't put a full stop. We're not doing the indented style. So this is it. All right, I am just going to now highlight this and take it over to the center. All right, I like doing it when it's left aligned, and then use my indent icon and take it over a bit. All right, I'm going to put it at 4.5 inches. I think the date is at 4, so let me put it at 4. All right, for it to be even. All right, so following this, a double space, and going back to left alignment, I'm going to write ENC for enclosure. All right, I don't put a full stop because I'm not doing the indented style, and that is it. All right, I'm going to undo window side by side to get a view of what the final document looks like. See if everything is okay. All right, so our letterhead is looking good. You have your candidate number, which is good. All right, comma, comma, everything except the last. Again, I said that this could have been written, this section here could have been written differently. It could have been 604 North Road with Berda beside it. Then you have Georgetown, Guyana. All right, it could be like this, or you could have had Georgetown below Berda, comma, Guyana. All right, so that is it, but just as long as you have the information there. All right, dear Mrs. Smith, as I said before, the subject heading can be centered or it can be blocked. All the paragraphs are blocked, and the information, right, the complementary clause, right, that is in line with the date at 4 inches, right, and the ENC. For enclosure is flushed to the left margin, and that is it. Your simple 11 marks. Let us just quickly go to print preview as usual to view this document. And there it is. Let's just zoom up a bit. Right, and there's your finished document. All right, I'm seeing something here. Let me quickly close this out. One of the paragraphs are not separated. All right, and that's it. All right, let me hope that this is exactly what you did in your exam to have achieved your 11 marks. All right, please like the video if you enjoyed what was done here today. Also, please let me know in the comment section, how was this question for you? Well, seeing that you're now finished with the subject area, my recommendation is that you share this channel with someone who you think will benefit from the content for the next school year as they seek to want to learn more about EDPM. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next upload as I try each and every time to make EDPM simple. Goodbye.